Hello and welcome to a completely new series in Space Engineers. And we are going to be playing the lovely scenario called Escape from Mars, which was once made by Duckroll and is now maintained by Vickrell. And before I get started, there will be, there is a mod collection, Steam mod collection link down in the description, so you can easily gain access to all the mods and such, which is also containing not only the mods I have added to the game to sort of enhance the gameplay, but also the scenario mod as well. So that collection should have everything in there. And I have played the scenario a bit. I have seen a lot of it. I haven't played all of it. But I don't think that's going to be much help, because this is kind of a hard scenario, especially when you play single player. And on top of that, I have also tweaked some of the like cargo inventory sizes a bit. That information should be in the description for the video and the mod collection on Steam. But I would probably say that at this point, let's get going. And there is an AI voice, which I'm not going to try to talk over, but I might do it accidentally. And I'm not going to have any background music. As you can hear, there is no music. Well, I think the more thriller kind of, where there is actually no noise, fits this scenario quite well. So the shuttle medbay and respawn. Let the game load. And yeah, here we are with a rather annoying amount of noise. Yeah, we have crash landed. And what I'm going to do immediately is actually go into spectator. I have turned spectator on. There we go. Not mostly so I can take like screenshot images and such. Not really much else. And I think something like that should be good. Keep the image there for long enough, and there we go. So let's see what we can do about this noise. Turn on the HUD. And yeah, I know where a lot of the early stuff is, but later on I will be fumbling in darkness, basically. Right, and tools locker. Shove you in there, pick up the better tools. Now, one thing with this is that we don't have everything unlocked. So we are going to have to see what we can do. And Mabel should be...
Shuttle databanks do not contain construction blueprints for atmospheric or hydrogen-based propulsion. Recommend investigating G-Corp computer storage.
Thank you. Yeah, so we have an AI which talks and will try to help us. So let's see what we can do here. What I need to do fairly quickly is to get myself some means of transportation. So for the time being, what I should do first is see if I can open up all of these. And take the stuff. It wants to grind. There we go. And yeah, I have played a fair amount of Space Engineers before, so I'm not actually new to the game. So I know a lot of keyboard shortcuts and such, so I will not be fumbling in the dark in that sense.
Our adversary has full control of the Martian surface. All of the initial colonists were removed following their acquisition of exclusive mining rights. G-Corp is blocking all signals from the planet except their own.
Such jerks. Not nice of them. And yeah, here is another part of the scenario. We don't have everything, and we need to find technology to make stuff.
Searching files. Basic weapon technology unlocked.
Yeah, so we now have basic weapons, which we didn't have before. And once I have picked up all of the stuff, I will see what I can do in terms of vehicle, in making myself a vehicle, because yeah, I do need one. And I think I'm going to go small grid to begin with. Now, this scenario was not made with the new, like, warfare balance they did recently. It's a fairly old scenario, so we might see quite a few things like ammunition and stuff to be of the old kind, and not the new one. But I think Vicarel, who maintains the mod right now, did say something about having upgraded the mod to be compatible with the new types of ammunition and such. So we'll see. And we do need to be careful with what we actually take apart, because we might not be able to put it together again. Wonder when... Seems to be a delay for Mabel. Quite a hefty one. Let's move all of this. Move it into one container for now. Which I think is what we want.
Energy low.
Thankfully we have a med bay, so we can get our energy and such back quite quickly. Let's see. There we go, and I think that's all of the stuff that's around here. Yeah. So, I think...
Scanning for source of oxygen. Located G-Corp controlled ice mine. Uploading coordinates to suit HUD.
Which is kind of on point. Yeah, so it's time to make a fairly simple and quick vehicle. And let's see, where the wheels. And we need a battery. If I can make one, we'll see. It might be that I can only do a small reactor. Gyroscope. I will need at least one. And I think the easiest way is to down a control seat. And then some cargo. And possibly some small conveyors. Maybe even a large one if needed. Maybe. And I also need... where are you? Gatling turret. Just in case. And an antenna. I think that's it. Yep. And this is going to be like really, really simple. And I'm not even going to try to make it look nice, because I feel like it's more important to just get something that works rather than anything else at the moment. Let's see. We need it to be uneven, odd numbered. So 7. I think that might be kind of good. And yeah, unknown signals are on. So I could go and find that if I feel like it. I think that's kind of good. Means I will have decent amount of clearance, and then I do want to make it the 6-wheeler, because believe it or not, it's actually the most stable kind of vehicle in Space Engineers, so that's what we're going to go with. And yeah, as I said, I'm not even going to try to make it look good, so also a reason why I do a 6-wheeled rover instead of anything else. There we go, that should be the same all the way around. And crouch. And there we go. So that's the framework. That's the front. Let's see, this is right side. That's upside down.
You should try to build your vehicles prepared for combat. For especially hostile areas, you could use drones instead of risking your own life.
Very true. And I think I might do that when I start looking into making more. Especially when I start looking into making vehicles that fly. Because yeah, I will need to have protection on basically every single thing. And I think the next rover I make might be a large grid one. Let's see. Okay, so let's large grid might be a tad large. Right, I need more resources. Take that. And yeah, what I did in terms of like cargo and inventory tweaking was that I decreased my personal character storage and increased the vehicle storage And the reason why I did that was because the character storage was put to max and the vehicle storage was the lowest. So I thought that was slightly imbalanced. It wasn't really... It makes your character abnormally capable of hauling, which to the point where if you have the lowest setting for cargo, anything that isn't like the large cargo container becomes utterly useless. So they increased it a bit, not too much. Let's do this. And then or maybe I should flip it so it's
Fuel low.
actually the one.
Fuel critical.
Yeah. The ones in the front. Right, not that one, this one. Yeah, I think I want them to be like this over here. And then have them... Don't think I want too much storage. So I think that might be good enough. Yeah. So what I want to do is fix some things. And mostly I should be able to get this up and running quite smoothly by doing this. And I don't need anything more back there, so no, still need that. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. Let's connect it like that. That is probably the easiest one. Like that. And that should mean I can disconnect all of this. Not the whole way. There we go. it's connected. So I should be able to remove all of that, but I do believe, for the sake of extra support, I should do this. Technically don't need that. So let's remove that for now. And I don't need this. And there we go. We are slowly but surely getting this up and running. You do need to get going fairly quickly because you do have a very limited amount of oxygen. I do have the ice mine less than 2 kilometers away, but still it's you still need to get going fairly quickly. I think you have, with the ice you find, I think you have something like, what is it? 2 hours-ish, which you can spend before you absolutely need to get going. But yeah. I would probably not dilly-dallying too much and just build something very simple. Unless you really know that, oh, well, I want to make this and I'm confident in my building skills. You just build something fairly simple just to get going. I think I need to check because I think we have some reactor parts.
Energy low.
Yes, I do. This was even, like, this scenario is so old that even the what do you call it? Survival part, like survival overhaul, hadn't been made yet. So a lot of the stuff in this scenario is reliant on stuff like reactors and such, which isn't really a thing anymore early game of Space Engineers. It's mostly trying to produce enough with batteries and like solar panels and basically solar and wind energy as much as possible. And we are slowly but surely getting this running. Now, if you can hear some weird noises, it's because my window is open, and it is open because I don't want to die of heat stroke. or close to it. It's fairly hot. And has been for a week-ish now. So, yeah. There you go. That's the reason why you might hear some weird noises. Sadly, not a whole lot I can do about it, but whatever. And we should have all of those links now, yeah. That one is up and running. That one is up and running. So basically what I need to do now is, let's see. I need a control seat. Let's place that somewhere like... No, that's a bit too far ahead. Let's have you all the way back here. Doesn't matter that much where it is exactly. I don't see a whole lot of motors. I do hope I'm not out of them. But I might be.
Inventory full.
That's 4 more. Anyway. Thankfully, I don't think I need a massive amount of motors for the wheels, so I should be fine. What is it? 1 per? Yeah, it's 1 per. So I need something like... Yeah, I need 6. And taking apart the two different or rather extra cargo containers in here should be enough. Let's get rid of that light. And that light. Let's see. I do think I should move the cargo down to here. Because it's fairly inconvenient where it is. And move all of this. I'm not sure what I'm going to do about the oxygen tank, but we'll see. We will see.
Energy low.
Let's queue these ones up, and it has been 30 minutes, but as a pilot, I think I can warrant going over 30 minutes. And also, I think ending over at Ice Mine would be a good stopping point, and then we are almost there. We are almost ready to leave. So let's see. I need... What do I need more? I need a gyro. And I need... let's see. And I need... the antenna. So I can actually find my vehicle. Or maybe I should do beacon instead. I probably should. So let's do that. And let's see. Apart from the turrets, I don't really think there is anything else. Oh, they do need to be one more apart. Right. Always forget how big these turrets are. Okay, so let's move that. That's fairly quick. Move it out. And need to do it like that. I have misplaced them anyway, so I actually do need to spin them around regardless. And then place one there. And the only thing I'm missing is motors. So once I have the motors, I should be able to... get all of that done. And yeah, I'm missing quite few motors. That's fine. Let's see. There we go. Fairly simple, but effective, at least in the beginning. And before
No
we
fuel.
get going to do anything,
No fuel.
yeah, I do need to add handbrake on and off. Put the handbrake on and detach it. Oh, I didn't die there. That's interesting. But I would probably say that I should take all of the ammo, but not have it all on me. And I will need to tweak the wheels and such, but that's something I can fiddle with later. Let's go into character weapons, bring that down to 4, clear this, and there we go. Reload our weapon, and I think we're ready.
No fuel.
Oh, right. That's something I need to do. Right. Which wheel is which? This is the absolute front one, I think. But I think I placed the left one in reverse. Anyway. Always make groups and organize everything, because yeah, it will be a pain if you don't. Right? Let's see.
I have diverted 18% of my processing power to intercepting and decoding G-Corp transmissions. I will relay them to your suit if they seem relevant.
Thank you very much. Off-road wheel suspension. Yep. So, if we then yeah, 4. So I went the opposite way around. So this is Um, Ray 2, and let's copy this. 1. This should be Ray left 1. And let's copy this. And that should be 2. And this should be front left. And that should mean that the rear ones will have steering turned off. And the front ones will have steering turned on. And that should be all that. And of course, I once again forget the very important task of putting fuel in. Let's go through these wheel settings. I think 12 strength is what we want. Power maybe down to 50. Yeah, let's try that. Yeah, it seems like it's working. Not sure if it's a good wheel setup. I think my strength is a tad too much. Yeah, it was slightly too much, I think. Oh. I'm seeing the G-Corp airbase up on the mountain. And we are almost over at the ice mine, so just over the ridge. And I'm going to park somewhere safe. And you do need to be careful because there is a lot of sneaky stuff in this scenario where things look like it's safe and then the next second it's not. So I think
Detecting active computers around the mine. Be cautious of G-Corp security turrets.
Yeah, that's a fair warning. There is a fair warning. So I'm going to park this.
Convoy dispatched. Delivery X5398. ETA 35 minutes.
And yeah, convoys. They are... The convoys do happen from time to time, and it's more or less your only way of getting resources. However, the exploration of this place is going to have to wait until next time. So yeah, I hope you're excited. I absolutely love Space Engineers. However, Space Engineers as a game to play, like for others to watch, it's not necessarily the most exciting and fun thing to watch unless you're really into the building. But I think this scenario, which is a very unique scenario, I haven't seen a similar one since Duckroll, the original creator, came out with a mod like the scenario several years ago. I haven't seen anything even close to it. However, we will end this pilot episode of this new series, which is Escape from Mars, and see you with some exciting exploration and spelunking in this ice mine. And hopefully we don't die. So with that to look forward to, and a like button to click, which would be nice, we shall say thanks for watching, goodbye, and I hope I'll see you in the next one.